and get on a airplane and then fly to Istanbul. That's what we're doing today. We're headed to Istanbul.
This week, we're carry-on only and flying Turkish Airlines on the 787 in business class, where there's great champagne, onboard chefs, and stellar views. But is it the best way to cross the Atlantic? Let's find out.
So today's journey started down the road from my house at DFW airport, which is crazy convenient, and it was super busy, which is also pretty typical this time of year. Had an easy time finding Turkish Airlines check-in, so big smile, and now it was time to get to talk to you.
What's up, friends? It's a great day to be flying, and we're headed to Turkey on Turkish Airlines. I'm at DFW airport right now. We're in business class on their 787, nonstop from Dallas to Istanbul. This is my first time ever, if I'm not mistaken, on Turkish Airlines. So I'm excited? No, very excited to go together. We got to check in, which we're in line, so it's just kind of a process of standing here and waiting. It's gonna be great. So good. Hey, how are you? Pretty normal. Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing.
I mean, can we talk about how great it is when you've got a boarding pass, you're done checking in, and then it's like, man, all we gotta do is get the security and we're getting on this plane and we're going somewhere. I love this part.
Okay, not actually at my gate yet, but the light was good here. Just cleared security. It took like 6-7 minutes, not a big deal, but it was funny. There's like a pre-check checkpoint now at DFW, and that's been the case for a hot second. But man, this time of day, there's so many people who go through who don't have pre-check, and they get to the front of the line to be like, no, you gotta wait in the other line. That's a bummer. Anyways, feel for them. Just about to go to our gate, which is gonna be great. Aircraft's on the ground already, came in this morning from Istanbul. Pretty interesting rotation. The airplane leaves Istanbul at, for me in Texas, right, like midnight Texas time, and it'll land back in Istanbul like 2 a.m. Texas time the next day. So it's like a 26-hour rotation for this aircraft, which, how neat is that? And I had another point there, kind of lost it. But yeah, there's not enough time. Well, okay, there's always time for our lounge. Today though, Turkish uses Capital One's great lounge here at DFW, which we've been to, we know it, it's good. Is it good enough to stop at? I don't think so. Forgive me if you disagree. Catch it in another video, seriously, we'll do another video just about it, it'll be great. But this one today is just let's get on the plane, because it's a good airplane to get on. And either way, there wouldn't be that much time to lounge, and this lounge is unbalanced, not very special. I think there is an arrivals lounge in Istanbul that we might be able to check out. I'm fired up, so we'll see, but come on, let's go to the gate. It looks like American's actually redone. We're into the flagship lounge now. They do it with the Admirals Club, which is kind of cool. Flow standpoint, yeah. So when the night... Yeah, I respect that. That's totally because Capital One lounge is like, come on, it's so busy, which is real and kind of a problem. Also, just again, it's incredible how crowded it is today. Everyone's out flying, and I don't know why you wouldn't. It's summer in America.
Found the gate, then found the plane, then found my place in line.
The crew's not on the plane yet, so that's cool. Just aboard on the boarding pass like 3 minutes ago. Actually, I think we boarded like 1:40, so we got like 15 minutes to hang out in line.
Boarding started, and it was an easy walk down the jet bridge. Then to wait a minute for the cleaners to finish, but all good, it was time to go. This business class seat is as legit as it looks. It's extremely spacious. There's a very nice amount of storage. Plus, it's generally comfortable. The TV screen is massive, and the window is legit.
On the airplane now, we're taxiing out, which is great for what is more or less, actually no, right on the money, an on-time departure for Istanbul, which is so cool. It's also always fun to me to be on an airline that's not American at DFW, which is just, I grew up here, I fly a lot of American. Is that real? To me it is. Thank you. Okay, but seriously, this seat and the start of the flight, amazing. The crew is so kind, they've come through. Pre-departure beverages, offer the menu. There's a chef on board for business class. How neat is that? It's very neat. And then they give you all these goodies. Let me just show you some of what we've gotten this far. Goodies sounds so silly to say out loud, but it's real. Okay, so first this menu that's like a small book. Yes, and oh wait, look, wine list. That's huge. And then can't hold all this. There's so much here. But like, wait for it. Wait for it. Massive multi-page menu. That's neat. Plus, like, look at all this other stuff. Wait for it. Just wait. A blanket. Slippers. And, wait for it, very, like, neat amenity kit. So we're going to check this all out in a minute. First, we got to get airborne. We're taxiing past Terminal B right now. Got the shoulder strap on because it's a Dreamliner. And it's a business class seat that gives you the shoulder straps. That's kind of neat. Was this worth using miles to upgrade in this moment? Yes. So it's a great overnight flight if you're trying to get on, you know, your arrival times like clocked insofar as we're landing, you know, at 9:30. No, we land at 10 tomorrow morning. I think it might be a little early as it stands right now, but it's like just after 10:40 in Istanbul, kind of 11 hours just across the world, and then we're gonna land tomorrow morning. And so we'll see how much sleep I get because it's like 2 in the afternoon in Dallas, and that's what I'm kind of coming off of. But whatever it is, it's gonna be great. That's what I know. And Turkish Airlines is really crushing thus far. So I'm super excited to see how the flight is, like, actually once we get in the air, because the service feel thus far has been fantastic and it's good. Okay, so we're on a 5-year-old Dreamliner today. Delivered to Turkish, 5 years ago. So it's been flying kind of around the world since then. Most recently, it's been in Japan, like on its segments before this, and then like it came in from Chicago, turned around in Istanbul, and is making the Dallas rotation right now, which is awesome. Turkish flies an evening, like 9 p.m. departure, but then a couple of couple of days a week, they fly, including Monday, which that's what it is today. They fly this early afternoon departure. It kind of is funny because it feels like super early to me to be leaving for, like, you know, going east. That's cool. But yeah, we're gonna cross the Atlantic, then we're gonna cross Europe, and then we're gonna land in Europe, and then actually, you know, head over into Asia because we're going to Istanbul, and the city is in both places. So that really fires me. There was something else I was gonna say, but I cannot remember it. So when I do, I'll let you know. But is it good to be on Turkish Airlines? Yeah. Is this product, like, pretty cool? It really is. I'm really excited to see what it's like once we get in the air. But thus far, 2 thumbs way, way up. Here's 1 thumb, my other one's holding the camera, so what can you do? 2 thumbs way, way up for Turkish Airlines. It's good to be on. And yeah, we're about to taxi across the bridge, then make a southbound departure, and then we'll loop around and turn northeast for the Atlantic crossing. I just as a sidebar, kind of intrigued by our Atlantic crossing tonight. Fundamentally, are we going to get to see a true sunset, or are we just going to fly in, like, you know, kind of northern twilight? Because this flight has taken a pretty northerly routing, just my last couple of nights tracking it. So I'll be kind of interested to see, how far north do we fly? Do we stay in daylight or some level of twilight the whole flight? Do we actually get a full sunset? I don't know, but we're going to find out in just a minute after we take off. She looks like pretty great, which is awesome. So they're coming through right now to take beverage orders, which is so kind of them, and I'm gonna oblige that request to have something to drink, because why wouldn't you? But I also want to show you what's inside this, like, stellar little mini kit, Amenity kit, which, what a fun name. Okay, stand by. That's it. Let's see what we got inside. Oh, socks. That's fun. And pretty cool eye mask with Turkish Airlines branding on it. Love that. And yeah, some great hand moisturizer. And then you kind of like grab bag of things. Toothbrush, toothpaste. And wait for it. Oh yeah, earplugs for sanitizer as well. It's great. This thing, plus like this bag, uses for all sorts of things. Pretty awesome. That's what I gotta say. Like, meal service is about to begin, which is kind of, you know, how it goes on, at least in my experience on these flights, which is fun. It is like a dine-on-demand meal service, but they didn't actually ask, like, what do you want to eat, which they do that on Qatar Airways. Not a big deal at all, just more, I think it's a service difference and kind of a thing to note. But the crew is so lovely and so cool. You've got a chef, the purser just came around and made sure everyone knew how to use the free Wi-Fi and just introduce herself. She's just lovely, and it's really awesome to see how kind everyone is. And then the kind of both sense of hospitality coupled with this really terrific, well-branded, very detailed hard product and soft product. Both. I really should meant to say soft product there, but both hard and soft are awesome. So it's cool and a really distinct privilege to be on Turkish Airlines. If you're us right now, we're flying over Oklahoma, just kind of north by northeast, making our way out to the Atlantic to take one of the tracks and then get over continental Europe and head into Istanbul. And we got like 10 hours and 45 minutes remaining. It is a long flight, which is great presently. And so yeah, about to have kind of the beginning of the meal service. I think we're really excited to see it. It's cool to see the chef working up in the forward galley. It's just, again, a great service feature. This product is very well thought through from what I'm seeing, and I'm really excited to get to try it together tonight on Turkish Airlines. Awesome so far.
The views were just awesome on this flight, and the table setting I thought was really cool as they began the lunch service. They also served this thing called the oldest bread in the world, which I had to film myself eating because it was like, what in the world? They played this video, which was kind of neat beforehand. Basically, the way this bread is made is how the oldest bread in the world was made, according to Turkish Airlines, and good on them. You can eat it on board. Was it, the life-changing good? No, but it was novel. That was fun. Worth a thumbs up for sure. There's the write-up. And yeah, then toast to you. A little bit of champagne before then, enjoying the actual lunch service. These were cool. These were magnetic, so couldn't lose them, or not too easily. They wouldn't just fall off in turbulence. That was nice. Very fun, just overall branding. The actual food was phenomenal. And they let me try both the steak and the salmon. That was nice before then dessert. It was legit delicious. The bathroom also, because you got to check out the bathroom, was really, really nice for an airplane. And there's a bidet. That was a first for me. Economy was super comfortable as well. Obviously, not as big of seats as business class, but like a great way to fly also. Just a quality airline product across the board, in my opinion.
Not a lot of light in the cabin because I've got my screen on, but otherwise it's like dark outside. Which answers our first question. It is dark right now, and we've flown into the darkness of the northern night. I was kind of surprised. I thought it didn't get dark over Greenland, and we're like truly over Greenland right now, and it is like 11 p.m. local. It's 8 p.m. in Dallas or something like that, which is great. But I really thought, it's summertime, June to be sure, in Greenland, so it's not going to get dark. Am I wrong? Based on the look outside the window, yeah, I'm wrong. The crew also, to their credit, like dimmed all the cabin lights, where we're on the lowest setting of the Dreamliner windows right now. So there could be a little bit of twilight that's being blocked out, but I don't know, so I can't see. A few things about this product. First, the dinner service was awesome, and if you just saw the photos I showed you, you'll agree it was pretty awesome. And then in that, the seats themselves are super comfortable, and the crew's been just delightful. About to take a little bit of what really amounts to a nap, because we're going to land in Istanbul in like 5 hours, but a little bit of a nap, and then we should be on the ground. Like I planned is in Istanbul in not so long, which is awesome. Yeah, Greenland right now, a little more Atlantic, and then continental Europe, and onward into Istanbul. It's not Constantinople.
This ad is just too cool. So they made my bed up, which was wonderful because then it allowed me to, shocker, go to sleep. And then I was woken up with coffee, which was nice. They actually had a very extensive coffee menu. That was cool. And then actually the breakfast service, fruit, followed by the main course. And we were over Budapest, which meant I dozed off a little more before it was time to land.
It is 2 in the morning in Dallas. And it's like 9:30 in Istanbul. And we're 9 minutes from landing. So that's good. Sea is beneath us. I think this is the boss first. I'm actually not totally sure. Great flight on Turkish Airlines. Such a really awesome crew. They take great care of us, and it's amazing how fast flying can go when you have a great group. The Wi-Fi was not super tenable, but it was also, we were over the Atlantic. Credit where it's due. Having Wi-Fi alone on an airplane is cool, and yeah, it was good for some media purposes. And then I slept for a hot minute, and then breakfast was 2 hours later, and it was midnight in Dallas, and I was really tired for the breakfast service. Taxiing in now here in Istanbul, and the new airport, ginormous.
it looks awesome from the outside.
I'll talk about this more in a minute, but the traffic on the ground at Istanbul's new airport is amazing. So we pulled into our gate right on time, and I was off the plane in no time at all before then, making the way up the jet bridge and onward to international arrivals. The airport is just huge. We actually weren't that far, though, from, well, where immigration was, and so that made my walk very simple. There was a fast track lane. I didn't need it, but it was kind of impressive they had it.
Well, we're on the ground, and clearing customs was like the easiest, which was awesome. So now I'm just looking for the exit door and then the car that's gonna take me into the city, so that's neat. Also just good to be in Istanbul, or back rather. This airport is enormous and really beautiful, and then, I mean, I think are we arriving at an easy time to get in? I don't know, but maybe, and it's really easy clearing customs, so that was cool. Not an arrivals lounge, which I'm thinking maybe I just got I got bad intel, but that's okay. Only departure lounges, so no shower on arrival, which is not a big deal at all, but just a point to make. But the folks at the baggage claim office who I asked, like, oh, is there a lounge? They were like, no, there's not, but here's a bottle of water. So I've got that in my hand. Almost thought I saw a sign for a Whataburger. That's not, it's duty free, but it's orange in defense. Great flight on Turkish Airlines. Such a kind crew, which, yeah, it was just a really lovely way to travel nonstop, which feels a little surreal all the way here from Dallas. Just a quick sidebar, it was really cool seeing like Biman's aircraft on the tarmac, as well as Iraqi's 787. That was kind of like super neat as well. Cool traffic here in Istanbul. Good to be in the city, or almost good to be at the airport. Headed into the city now. Thanks for flying with me. I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, come on, fly well. But seriously, we'd really like to use the bathroom before we clear customs. Anyways, we'll see how I do. Okay, we'll catch you in the next video. Wow, there's a big dome thing. That's neat.